So Advaita says that whatever is happening in the samsara, you have to recognize that that is not me. I am the knowingness. I am the witness of what is happening. Whatever turbulences are happening at the mind level or at the body level, if any. So I am the knower of the turbulent mind. I am not the mind. The moment you disassociate, you will see as if a balloon just loses its air and deflates. Like that, the ego or the mind will deflate from the stress of that particular situation. You tend to take more stress than there is in the situation.
Right.
Because the mind repeats. And what does repetition do? Any repetition, it's like pulling an elastic band. Keep pulling. Obviously, the tension is going to increase. Yeah? Advaita is saying, just let go. You are the one who has increased this tension. Yeah? You recognize, I am the knower of this turbulent mind. And right now, if the mind is in turbulence, this is not the right time to take a decision anyways. Let's wait for it to calm down. And when it calms down, I'm 100% sure the answer comes from the silence. In between two thoughts, in between two strong emotions or two strong feelings, there is a gap.
Right.
And in that gap, you always dip into the silence and you come out. And at that moment, the mind is very calm, is relaxed, and can perceive the right answer. Yeah, because I don't know a specific situation, I can't give you a specific answer, but you can go in and recognize, this is the right answer. And it just happens once, because only once between those two thoughts can you dip in, right? So this voice, like we call it the inner voice, that gut feeling or intuition, so many things people call it.
Right.
But that happens just once. It's a glimpse of the right answer, and then the mind will come back with its raga, dvesha, and hold on to that. So listen to that quiet voice that speaks only once. It is the voice of reason.
So then I think with this practice of awareness meditation is the more you are aware, it's like right now it's a, what do you call, a palada hai, to ek palada bhari hai. So with more and more awareness, it will balance itself out.
Yes.
That I'm hoping like that will happen, right?
Yes. It's a very natural phenomenon. It takes its time depending on every individual's karma. Obviously, I cannot predict what will happen to 150 people, right? Everybody will take their time depending on how strong their ragas and dveshas are. Yes, and you do get to that very balanced kind of state where you recognize that I am the knowingness, or this space in which thoughts come up, in which they play for a while and in which they go. But the space remains untouched.
Right.
It's not disturbed. And you will start being in this space more. You will claim that space more than claiming the thoughts.
Right.
Soon these thoughts reduce, and they'll become just like a line on water whenever raga comes up or when a dvesha comes up. Line on water. It's not like a line on rock. Yeah. So it becomes easier and easier, provided you don't lose the key. The key is to hold on to the space, the quietness, the silence, the container of these thoughts. The spiritual paths are not conflicting. They are just in stages.
Okay.
A beginner level stage of meditation is where he's not learned to close his eyes, so you give him an object. You can't, if a person can't even close his eyes, you give him an external object, give him a mala, a bead to learn to focus or concentrate. Yeah. Then teach him to close his eyes and then observe breath or observe a mantra sound that he makes in the mind, or put on a tape a guided meditation. Yeah, so now he learns to be comfortable with closing the eyes, the isolation, and he has dispassion, means he's not going out. This is stage 2. But you can't all your life stay there, right? You have to progress. But if you want to stay there, that is totally your choice. You should be aware that you are staying there out of choice rather than whatever external pressure. Yeah. The higher level is when you come to the knower and you recognize, oh, it was the mind that was focusing on something in this meditation. It was the mind that was focusing on the breath. Now I'm taking one step higher. I'm being the knower. The knower knows that the mind is here and there. Yeah. So Advaita is one level up, one level higher. Yes. So there is no real conflict.
Right. So I understand the ultimate goal is the same. That's what you're trying to drive the point to. Right? The ultimate goal is to make yourself aware. Yes. So whatever you're doing with closed eyes, you should be able to do it constantly with open eyes.
Correct. But also that if I get stuck only in doing yoga postures, I cannot say that, oh, I have reached the Advaita level. No, I didn't make the effort. So you cannot get stuck at any level. You have to keep progressing.
Keep moving.
Yes, yes. Don't build territory. Don't build territory. When you build territory, you are restricting yourself, and 20 years down the line, you look back and you'll feel deceived by your path, feel deceived by your mentor, by your teacher, not because they are at fault, because you didn't move on. You were supposed to move on. Yeah. The way you will see it, you'll feel, oh, there is my ego and the knower. They're almost like intertwined. Is that what you're talking about? And you feel, oh, is it the knower or is it my ego only saying, I know? The best way to distinguish the two is that the knower or the knowingness never says I. It does not have an I sense. It's just like a quiet background. It's just there. Yeah. It doesn't have an I sense is the first thing. And the second thing is that if you are in the ego, you will notice that there is a tendency to talk, to speak, self-talk inside, talking to myself. The knower does not speak. So these are the two main differences, yeah, which will help you distinguish whether it is the ego or it is the field of knowingness. You are talking to me right now.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Are you observing your mind is also formulating the sentences before they come to your lips? Yeah? Now, when you said yeah, first the mind said yeah, then the lips said yeah. Who is knowing? There is somebody who is knowing that the mind said yeah. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the knower is there when Xufeng is talking, is interacting. It is not taking your mind's attention. Don't take your mind's attention there. There's a difference between taking your mind's attention and trying to make it the knower. Yeah, it is not a focus of attention. The knowingness is already there. Is that very clear? Yeah?
I think this one needs a lot of practice.
It is very easy, in fact. It needs no practice. It is like our everyday normally. There is no difference. I am talking, I am walking, I am knowing. So the knowingness has always been there. In 20, 30, 40 years of life, it's always been, it's not different from normal everyday life. There is no practice involved, in fact, in this. Yeah, you're not taking your mind's attention. Don't take your mind. You're trying to turn your mind inwards and focus on that. No, that's not the knower. The knower, knowing this field is there. It's like a field. It's quiet. It's stillness.
Okay, I take an example. There's an incident during this week. I have like a really serious argument with someone very close to me. So in that moment, in that drama, somehow I can hear a voice like, okay, I know there's something is like witnessing all this happen.
That is it.
Then did they also say like, okay, there's another knowingness fighting with this knowingness is all the same. But when I'm in that situation, I don't have compassion or dispassion. I'm still like in
It's
the
okay.
drama.
It's okay.
There's a voice there.
It's okay. The knowingness knows that the mind is not compassionate. The knowingness knows that the mind is angry right now. The knowingness does not do anything. It is just a witness.
So Didi is just knowing enough.
That's what I'm telling you. You have forgotten you're the knower and you got angry. And there was drama. You pumped your energy into the ego. You pushed your energy into the ego. Yes? Now all you have to do is take your attention to the knowingness. You were not constantly aware of the knowingness while arguing and fighting and disagreeing. The constant awareness was not there. Yes? Constant awareness was in getting angry, saying this, listening to what the other person is saying and arguing back. Constant attention was in the mind and the ego. The mind and the ego is that which is witnessed by the witness. So you take the energy back to the witness and just be the witness. And if a slip happens and you get angry, it's okay. Yeah, you fall down sometimes and you get dust all over you. It's okay. You dust your clothes, stand up again, wear your hat and back. It's the past. You don't start beating yourself up. Oh, I got angry. This happened, that happened. No. Be compassionate with yourself first. Then you can be compassionate with the world. Yeah. So start at home first. Be compassionate and be the knower without getting into guilt trip for the anger or the hatred or whatever drama. Just stay, 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 stay. You will slip and that's okay again. That's it. It is that simple. You don't have to take the mind's attention there. It is already there. The knowingness is there.
I think it seems like I thought I'm in the knower constantly, but I skip out so fast. That's why I get involved in the drama.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
If there is pain in the body, you just realize, I am the knower of the pain in the body. I am not the pain. I am not the body. I am not the mind also that is cribbing, oh, the body is paining, oh, the body is paining. I am the knower of the pain in the body. I am knower of the suffering in the mind because of that pain. Yeah. Initially, you might have to remind yourself in words and then you can go back there. Yeah, because you're so lost in the pain, initially you might have to remind yourself, oh, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. Yeah, I am this field of knowingness.
This is the mind talking, right? Remind myself.
Yes, yes, yes. And then you have to let go of the words also once you find the knowingness. It is just a means to take you there. Once you get there, you have to let it go. You can't hold on to the words, okay? Yeah, it is just helping you to get there. Now you drop the words and just be in the knowingness if the knowingness came up just by the reminder. Yeah, it's just sinking back into the knowingness. It's that simple. Just sink back into it.
Okay.
My Hindi is very bad, so you'll have to please put up with whatever I come up with. Okay, I don't speak in Hindi much. जगत जैसे मैं, again even I don't know the word for perceive, जैसे मैं इसे देखती हूँ, जैसे मैं इसे समझती हूँ, जैसे मैं इसे, the way I see it, touch it, smell it, hear it, yeah, that is called perception. Yeah, I don't know how to say it in Hindi so well. So the way I perceive these 5 senses, yeah, it is not the way it truly is. Yeah, why? Because eyes have a limitation. I'll explain in English, you'll understand, I'm sure. Yeah. Eyes have a limitation. Eyes cannot see beyond a particular range. Yeah, there sometimes a cat can see in the dark and you cannot see. Have you noticed that? Yeah. So our eyes have a particular range beyond which our eyes do not work. Do you understand this? Yeah. So obviously what I see in this range is limited to my knowledge of only this range. And I start believing that beyond this range, things are not true. Got it? So what I see in the world through this range is not the complete truth. That is the meaning of the world as I perceive is an illusion basically. Yeah, for example, जैसे sky, आकाश देखते हो, क्या है कलर आकाश का?
Blue.
ब्लू नहीं है. ब्लू दिखता है. फिजिक्स में पढ़ा था ना? यस. रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट की वजह से वो ब्लू दिखता है, पर वो ब्लू है नहीं, नीला नहीं है आकाश इन रियलिटी. यस, लेकिन हमारे आईज का वो लिमिटेशन है. यस, जिसकी वजह से हमें वो ब्लू दिखता है. अब समझ आए बात? तो एक रेंज है जिस रेंज में मैं देख सकती हूँ, और इसके अतिरिक्त जब चीजें होती है मुझे लगता है कि वो मैजिकल है, जादू है, या नॉर्मल नहीं है. समझ आया ना बात? लेकिन वो ट्रू नहीं है. देयर इज नथिंग मैजिकल मिस्टिकल. इट इज जस्ट दैट मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा है क्योंकि मेरी आंखों की कैपेसिटी उतनी है. समझ आ गया? जैसे अब आइस का एग्जाम्पल है, वैसे ही ईयर्स का है. हमारा सिर्फ इतना ही रेंज है. यस, उस रेंज के ऊपर या नीचे हमें नहीं सुनाई देता. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि साउंड नहीं है. साउंड है, मुझे सुनाई नहीं देता है. Yeah, so there are even experiments where scientists are exploring the universe and they can hear the sounds of planets. Just the planets moving around in space make a sound. Yeah, so you can Google all these things, which is not audible for the human ear, but then we use different kinds of जैसे hearing aid होता है, that kind of apparatuses to hear that which is not in our range. Yeah, so eyes, ears, our touch, smell, yeah, everything has a range. And how do I perceive this world? I perceive this world through these senses only, na? Correct? इस सेंस के बाहर मैं नहीं परसीव कर सकती इस वर्ल्ड को. ये लिमिटेशन है इस बॉडी का. मैं कितना भी ट्राई करूं, मैं इसके बाहर नहीं कर पाऊंगी. इम्पॉसिबल है मेरे लिए. या तो जब आपको ये समझ में आने लगता है, जब तब छोटे बच्चे होते हो तब आप कहते हो स्काई ब्लू है, लेकिन आप प्राइमरी स्कूल या हाई स्कूल पहुंचते हो, फिजिक्स के लैब में पहुंचते हो और आप सच में रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट के बारे में पढ़ते हो, तब आप समझते हो ओ नहीं, स्काई तो कलरलेस है, रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट से ब्लू दिखता है। ओशन, ओशन क्या ब्लू है क्या? नहीं नहीं, तो पानी भी ब्लू दिखता, मेरे घर का पानी क्यों वाइट कलरलेस है और ओशन में पानी क्यों ब्लू दिखता है? नहीं, वो दैट इज द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ द स्काई इन द ओशन। समझ आ रही बात? सो रियलिटी वो नहीं है जो मेरी आंखों को, मेरे कानों को, मेरे सेंस ऑफ स्मेल, सेंस ऑफ टेस्ट और सेंस ऑफ टच को महसूस होती है। रियलिटी ज्यादा है, उसके बाहर है, पर मुझे नहीं परसीव होती है। सो द वर्ल्ड एज आई परसीव इट इज एन इल्यूजन। सो अभी ये पार्ट क्लियर हुआ? या द वे आई एम परसीविंग थिंग्स वो 100% एक्यूरेट नहीं है। या दिस इज क्लियर? सो नाउ first I start with myself. Yeah, the way I perceive the I, the ego that comes up, and the mind, and the way it creates drama. It seems it's alive. That is why I feel I am the mind, because I feel alive, I feel conscious. You understand the word conscious, na? जागृत महसूस करना। तो मन ऐसे लगता है कि जागृत है, उसकी अपनी एक जागृतता है, उसकी अपनी एक होने की शक्ति है। हाँ, सिमिलरली बॉडी ऐसे लगती है कि बॉडी में जागृतता है, इसके एक होने की शक्ति है। या I'm very bad at Hindi, really. I don't know translations, but basically we feel that the body is conscious by itself. Yeah, but really the body is not conscious by itself. The mind is not conscious by itself. They borrow this consciousness from the pure consciousness. The way the light would reflect on a mirror, yes, that's how my mind is. My mind has the quality of a mirror, or light reflects on the mirror, and that makes it feel as if it is shining or it is alive. Yeah, so the light is only an example. You can say that consciousness is shining its energy on the mind, and then the mind feels that I have my own power. It is not come from outside, it is my own power. And that's what makes us feel that I am this person, I am the mind. Yes, that's what makes the ego feel कि मैं कुछ तो हूँ, I am something. And that same quality is transferred to the body, where the body also feels alive, as if it is conscious by itself, as if it has consciousness separate from others. अपने आप में शक्तिमान है, पर वो शक्तिमान नहीं है। बॉडी नहीं तो डेथ के बाद बॉडी में कॉन्शियसनेस क्यों नहीं होती? Why? Even if I prick a dead body, they don't feel it. The body is dead. So that means the inherent quality of the dead body is not consciousness. It is a borrowed quality. Super clear till here? Yeah? Now, moving ahead. Now when I realize, oh, so I am not this body and I'm not that mind or that ego. I'm the one who's knowing the body. I'm the one who's knowing the mind. Oh, there's this knowingness, this silence, the knower who's always there. That is very clear, right? That is your experience. Yeah, that knowingness is always there. And then you start recognizing that it's not like the knowingness is in the background and I'm in the foreground. आगे पीछे नहीं है. It's more like it's everywhere. It's like energy. It's like an energy field. Huh? So this knowingness is everywhere. Oh, fantastic. That means it is still that lamp, it is still the computer, it is still that table. Oh, it is everywhere. This knowingness is everywhere. Yes. So now you start examining on the third leg that when I am touching something, touching the sofa, how is touching different than knowing? No, it is knowing. It is the same thing. It is knowingness only. So it is the same field of energy. Yes. Do you have a window where you are where you are right now? Yeah, go to the window. What do you see in front of you wherever you are?
The building, the trees,
Okay, you see the
some
trees.
people are there.
Okay, and people are there, and trees, people, and beyond the trees, beyond the
Some
people.
objects are beyond all these things. There is space.
So you see people, then you see trees, and then you see buildings, and beyond the buildings, you see the sky. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Keep looking at the sky and tell me, what do you see beyond the sky?
Beyond the sky, there is nothing.
What is that nothing?
The awareness.
Yeah. And where is the awareness? Is it out there?
It is everywhere.
Yeah, but is it flying out there in the sky? Do you have the...
No.
Then where is it?
The sky is inside the awareness.
Where is the awareness that you saw? Where is it?
It can't be seen.
Yeah, okay. Experienced. Where is this awareness? Is it very far away from you?
No. It's everywhere. Like around me also.
It's me only.
Yes.
So, you have reached the answer yourself. Everything is in me. Jagat Mithya.
Okay.
The world as I perceive it is an illusion. Everything is just Brahman. And Brahman is not different from me. And Brahman is not different from this world.
Yes. Okay, but that's again that sentence is not important that the objects are not real.
No, I didn't say objects are not real. I said the way I see objects, the way I perceive objects is an illusion. That does not mean they are not real. I think the sky is blue, but the sky is not.
But I mean, when I'm touching it, I find it real.
Yes,
That's the problem.
yes, that's because of conditioning, no? When you were a little baby in the crib,
Achha.
in the cradle, and mummy gave you some toy, did you know what it was? Did you even consider it as matter? No, you didn't even consider your body as matter.
No.
You just heard the sound of the toy or you touched it, it was nice and soft. So you were only playing with the perception and the sensation it created in your body. Are you getting it? After that, all the conditioning happened. Advaita is nothing but higher level of understanding where all conditioning is broken and you're brought to your own pure experiencing.
So, is this also conditioning that somebody standing in front of me is a person?
Yeah, we don't have proof
Is
that
it
it is. Yeah, we don't have proof that that is a person, that is a lamp, that is a computer. These are names that we have come up with. That part is the conditioning. My pure experience is what? My pure experience is just the perception and the sensation it creates in the body. That's simple.
But isn't perception of the brain not the mind?
Your brain is nothing, is not like functioning on its own. No, we just explain brain is a part of the body. And the mind is reflecting its light on the brain. Mind is reflecting its sense of being conscious to the physical body, and then the physical body feels conscious.
So that means brain also functions according to my karmas.
Your whole body mind complex will function according to your karmas. There's nothing outside of karma. Otherwise, this body would not have been born.
So perception is of the brain, not the mind. Sorry, of the mind.
Yes. Yeah.
ये थोड़ा समझ आए वाला एग्जाम.
Well, I don't get affected because I am very, very clear that I am the knower. It is this mind that is listening to you. Yes? And it is this mind that finds the answer from the knowingness and speaks to you and tells you the answer to their problems. Yes, I'm constantly in this awareness that I am awareness. I am knowingness. I am not this mind that has to interact with this person who has come to me. Yes? Stress builds up only when you start becoming one with this mind. Yes? You have to be very equanimous. You have to be very centered yourself first. Otherwise, how can you help others? Yeah? And don't you watch different kinds of movies? Yeah? You watch tragedy, you watch comedy. After a few days, you forget, no? Somebody asks you, you remember what happened in that movie, and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then you see the movie and like, oh yeah, I had seen this movie, but I've forgotten. Right? Happens to you? This should happen with every single patient of yours. That should be your goal. You do not carry impressions with you. Impressions are nothing but memory. Yeah? Even if you watch a good movie, you enjoy it. Yeah? You watch a comedy, you laugh, have fun, but it's over after those 3 hours. It's done with. Yeah? Few years down the line, you have zero memory of it. Maybe this person, this was the actor, this was the actress, something little bit I remember, but I don't remember the whole thing. I'm not carrying it with me. Right? Same thing you have to apply to patients because this is your job. You're doing it on a day-to-day basis. Same job, same field. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing because they don't realize the difference between going to a psychotherapist and going to a spiritual teacher. So 90% of the people come with all psychological problems only. They don't come to me with the pure spiritual problems. Yeah. So being centered is your key. Yeah. Because of the shining light. Remember we spoke about this light and it's shining on the mind. The mind is mind, intellect, memory and ego. All four. Yeah. In this particular scripture, in Drigdrishyam Viveka, we are only talking about the ego. Yes, because that is the problem creator. But we are forgetting the antakarna, the rest of the mind is also there. The intellect get sharpened because of this light. And the more I make an attempt to focus on the light rather than the drama of the ego, the intellect is sharper and sharper and sharper. Because one has not realized this, no? Who has to turn inwards? The one who's thinking, I am the body, I am the mind. His senses are outward facing. The senses are designed like that. Eyes don't go inside. Ears don't listen inside. Yeah. Nose cannot smell inside. Otherwise, you would hate your smell. Yeah. You cannot taste inwards. The senses are directed outwards. So naturally, the one who is not on the spiritual path identifies with these and has an outward going tendency. Yeah. And suddenly he realizes there's something more than this physical body. I'm more than the body. Then he starts making an attempt to go inwards and find, who am I? Yeah. It takes time. You see ignorant people out there, right? Who have like zero spiritual knowledge. They have no recognition of the inner world. Yeah. We are all at different stages. It's that simple. No, it's just your mind. A gong creates sensations in the body and in the mind. Yes, that produces thoughts, that produces ideas, that produces concept, and you've come up with this concept. Pure consciousness is like space. Whatever I do in this space, can I stain this space? Can I touch it? Can I taste it, smell it? Can I make it dirty? I cannot touch it. It's untouchable. It's unreachable. And yet it is all around me. It is all around you. We are in different countries, but it's the same space. Similarly, is the pure consciousness. It is everywhere. Yes? So consciousness contains space. You can say that. Yeah. The space has an outer container, maybe you can call it, and that is the consciousness. I'm just saying it as a metaphor. Everything is in this consciousness, and you cannot know the consciousness. How many ever sounds you make, whatever you do, you will not be able to know, just like you cannot know the space more than know the space. Yes? Only this much you can know. That sense of knowing. That's it. That which knows, that which witnesses everything. That's it. More than that, impossible. So don't try to go into all these things and pull up books. They don't work. Yeah, lots of people have tried a lot and failed. Yeah. So the final truth is that I can only experience only so much, and that is the knowingness that I know. That's it.